What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kate here with the PL Lifestyle YouTube channel, and it is 8:52 Christmas night. Hopefully this does not mess up, but hopefully y'all can tell by the wonderful hat on my head, and when it does that, that it is Christmas. And today we're gonna be playing Slay the Princess. I saw this game on YouTube. Juicy from the boys. I think his YouTube channel is Big Juicy or something like that. I watched him play a little bit of it, and I had to get it and play it on the channel. So I've seen a little bit of it. I kind of know how it goes. That's why my face cam is really, really small. And the reason I'm talking like this in this video right now is because my throat's a little off from drainage. But I do want to say before we get into this warning that along with the content warning, that it's a horror game not intended for all audiences. This game will contain flickering image effects, as well as parallax effects on rare occasion that have been known to cause motion sickness to players, like it says right there on the screen, right over there. Yes. Obviously, if you can't watch this, don't watch this. I don't want to cause any bad health to y'all, but I got my hot chocolate. So y'all grab a drink or something, grab a snack. Let's get into it. I do want to say that this game is quite brutal and kind of grotesque, almost, from what I've seen. And I cannot edit this, nor do I have an editor that can edit this. So there are going to be some distressing themes on the screen in today's video. But, so I do want to let y'all know that it is, viewer discretion is advised in this episode. I don't have my mouse, so I got my laptop right over there, where I will be using the trackpad on my laptop to control the game and stuff. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. It's a love story? I did not see this part. Making sure. It looks a little laggy, but I think we'll be fine. Wow, okay. Preferences. Controls, I think it's arrow keys to navigate the interface. Shift A, enter. Oh yeah, I'm just clicking. Alright, let's go ahead and start a new game. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, princess, cool.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
I think we'll try and save her this first time through, and then we come back through and try and slay her, I guess. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the reason killing a princess seems kind of bad, though? Doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget this, I'm not going. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? You know what? Let's go with this one.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do. How do you feel about that, Mr. Narrator? Hey, yo, narrator.
I mean, maybe some people do. Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those.
I'm sorry for my hot Barbie down there, so. Hold on, I'm seeing if I can, like. Oh. No. Oh, there we go. No, I'm definitely one of those people. I just said I was.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Can someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
What if I just keep sitting here and asking him, like, avoiding the question? You know what? Let's ask if I get a reward for this.
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Why?
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Says who? Oops.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
I don't remember asking.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
What happens if I press history? Oh. Oh, just in case. Okay. Yeah, I'll go talk to her.
You make your way
Riz her up.
the path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Preach it, bro. Voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't think you know what you're talking about. Let's proceed to the cabin. I got no choice.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't want to do it. I don't. Enter the basement. Leave the knife there. I die, I die. I really don't care. Like, I don't.
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
I think I need to move my webcam.
The princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
There we go. Alright, we'll leave it there for now. I disagree.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yes, it is I, your knight in shining armor.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I agree, hero. I agree. Voice of the hero, this guy right here, he know what he talking about.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I didn't ask.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
That's how I feel right now.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
God, her voice.
Come downstairs.
It's entrapping me
Face
in
of my
her.
rescuer.
I'll show you this beautiful face, assuming I'm a beautiful
Walk
person.
downstairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Damn. I got a princess like the
Beautiful.
princess.
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Huh. Interesting. There's a lot riding on me here. What's riding me?
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting
Oh,
for
wait.
something like this to
I'm
happen.
an idiot.
Forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Did I ask, though?
Okay.
Damn straight, okay. Damn, she's kind of cute.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
I already don't like the narrator.
You're doing the right thing.
He's talking to us,
You
right?
walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
Well, you don't know. People are not the sharpest tools in the shed, you know. Oh, my voice is being better. So, I'm going to choose that one.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
I'm nervous about choosing this answer choice. I'm very nervous about choosing this answer choice. Oh, I need to... There we go. I need to put my microphone.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Cool.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Yeah, exactly. Easier for whom, bro?
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
What does that have to do with
I
anything?
heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
You're bait.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
You jebaited me.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
What the I didn't know it was that bad.
Cut into
Oh.
her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack.
Ooh,
through the
wow.
bone of her arm.
Wow.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Well, yeah, 'cause she wants to get out.
She smiles softly as her gaze
Why does her
meets
arm look
yours,
like that?
blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Probably because I just got played.
Now let's get out of here.
Did I just get played?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No. Bro's going on a power trip.
This isn't fair.
Bad.
You can't just do that.
Dude, whoa.
Watch me.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
I have no choice, madam. Wait. Wait, where is it?
Stop that.
No. You stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Yeah, I know.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
No, it's not.
But the princess dodges, stumbling
Yes!
back against
Yes.
the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I want the world to end. Did you not? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
God, I gotta shave.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn
Take the knife.
resistance,
Take the knife from me.
princess takes a
With your
cautious step forward.
missing hand. Take it with your stub.
We both know this isn't you.
See, I don't think she actually wants to end the world.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid
Yeah.
hands.
I mean, yeah, my hands are ugly.
Doing.
I'm doing what I want to do.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Stab me up.
She plunges
Oh,
it into your
wow.
chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Oh, wow, this is
Far
unsettling.
beneath it,
Dang, she's got both her bones poking out. I can't.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
That's fine. Doom everybody.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She looks too happy doing it. Oh well. I'm happy with my decision. That is loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for y'all, but I'm gonna turn down it in Streamlabs and hope to God I didn't mess anything up.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
No shit, Sherlock. Way to use your investigative mind, narrator. Am I dead yet?
Sorry.
I'm done with my hot chocolate. That's kind of sad. You're not sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
So she feels bad.
It can't just end like this, right?
So she feels bad.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have
did
gone
too
differently,
low.
I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Oh no. That'll work for now. If I need to, I can just turn off my webcam. But I kind of want y'all to see my reactions, okay? But yeah, no, it's over. Yeah, I know.
Everything goes dark.
But look at her crying, so she has to feel bad, right? Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the
Woods.
And
At the end of the path is a cabin. And in the
And
basement of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to
To slay her.
If you don't,
Out.
it
It will be the end of the world. Wait, hasn't this happened? But I died. What am I doing here?
Not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, you're still here.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I would from this princess.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I can second that. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this. Why should I listen to you? Why should I
Those
bother?
are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Why would there be multiple versions of you?
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Or because you got me killed.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Preach it.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
I beg to differ.
That guy right there.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Nope.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
They didn't. It was your fault.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I agree.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Nothing.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Yeah.
Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just
Both.
like I told you she would?
Both. Bofa.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
No.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
No. I don't want to.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in...
We already told
Oops,
you we're
crap.
not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that
okay.
can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm
pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My
Sounds like people I know.
passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Agreed.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
No.
The interior of the cabin is clean and
What?
elegant. Its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries.
That looked like
Prison
that from
befitting
the
a
outside.
royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
But what about the mirror? That's right there.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't care about that. I care about that.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Cap.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Cap.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Facts.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Cap. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
Huh.
But it was there a second ago.
Yeah, I know.
Now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
So what even am I, bro?
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
I didn't know you existed the first time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Definitely was because of you.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
I'm gonna take the knife
You take the
and
blade
I'm
from the
gonna
table.
use it
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
to save her.
Suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again.
I have no doubt in my mind it will definitely get turned on us again.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Yeah, shut up. Enter the basement. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Bro, you weird.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Cap.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Soft voice?
Hello? Is someone there?
Yes.
Voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Ooh, buddy.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Facts.
Yes, for everyone's
Oh,
sake.
my
do
tan
not
changed to
fall
a
in
knife. He's got a little knife in his
love.
hands.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Cap.
You walk
Look
down
at
the stairs
her.
and
She's
lock
so
eyes
pretty
with the
again.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my
Spirit.
Oh, your
Spirit's pretty loud, alright.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
She remembers me?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
No, wow, really? Did I not just say that to him?
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Sick.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Yeah.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
What does he mean? He hoped he'd be the first.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Bro, don't be second guessing yourself.
We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
No.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
I don't matter.
That's because she's perfect.
Exactly.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
No.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue the princess.
What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
I don't need your luck.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Exactly.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Yeah, I can.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
Because you're overthinking it.
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow.
Exactly. Because you're overthinking it.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her binding. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Yes.
Oh, crap. No. You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Okay.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I want to get your hopes up, princess.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Ooh, I got a hug from the princess.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it.
You're going to regret this.
Perfect. Exactly what I want.
What do we do now? That sounds perfect.
The music changed.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
Okay.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Preach it. I like that. This guy, not gonna get anywhere in life because he's a simp. But he's speaking words that guys don't speak.
I like to think that you do, actually.
No, you don't.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening.
Exactly.
You don't have to mope about it.
Yep.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Because you're doing it, Mr. Narrator.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Okay.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Exactly.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
No, I do.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. And lock clicks and the door is open. Are you kidding me?
No, we're not kidding you, bro. Go ahead.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'll fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Your love will set you free.
Our happy ending at last.
What is up with the...
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Why is everything disappearing?
Where did he go?
The narrator's gone.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Interesting.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
But you don't get to make it. You don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away, and has left something else in her place.
Oh. Where did she go?
What?
Did we try and find her?
What?
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? I'm begging you, don't do this.
I'm doing it. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Is that us? What even are we? Well, weird looking. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin? Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more. I think that you are like me.
I'm like you?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
It's the gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
God, there's music. Sending shivers down my spine. And it's not even because I'm cold.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
I don't want to forget.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
What the fuck? How many more pieces of you do I need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Everything, until we meet again.
I forget everything?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow. If you need time, then I'll wait with you. You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Yeah, but is this the princess talking? Or the creatures behind it? Behind her? Like the arms?
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh! Hold on. The game's gone. So it's me and my girlfriend on the screen. Right now. It's me and my girlfriend. Did I lose my progress?
You have returned to me.
Oh!
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Whoa, mommy! What are you doing? Oh! Oh, that was an option. It does that on purpose. It's part of the game. I did not realize that at all. Wow. Okay. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
So that wasn't the princess talking. That's the creature behind the princess talking on the other side of the princess. But the princess told the creature to tell me that she doesn't want me to forget her.
You won't.
That was a delayed reaction. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess, bring the damsel to her. A loving vessel.
You're on a path in the
Woods.
And at
And
the end of that
the
path
real
is a
slay
cabin.
the princess starts here.
And in the
You'll
basement of
know
that
when you
cabin
see it?
Is a princess. You're here
Yeah,
to
slay her. If you don't,
it
it'll be the end of the world. Have you considered that maybe...
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
I keep clicking the wrong thing.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, I think he knows what he's talking about.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I feel like this guy would talk with his hands.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
No, it's not. And he makes me walk up there.
Fine. You
Oh.
turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. is a choice, let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
And if I don't want to?
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yeah.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Exactly.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay, so she did it on her own.
You're on a path in the woods.
And at the end of the path is a cabin. And in the basement of the cabin is a princess. Yeah.
You're here to
Say her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, as in...
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's
contrarian.
more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
The contrarian, okay.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
I don't care.
The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Oh, I see the walls now. The wall's right there.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she
She will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
If we're stuck
The
going
kid
in
there. Maybe
we
you
should
should believe her. Maybe he isn't a liar.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
I'll proceed to the cabin, because I have no choice.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table
The mirror.
is a pristine blade.
The mirror's back.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this
The
right.
mirror's back.
he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see. You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. It'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the
Just
blade,
like
as long as you have
you're
it.
stabbing them
Just make a choice.
like that. Like that. Thumbs at the bottom. No, I
Keep your grip the way it is.
don't
Task
care about the
opens.
grip. We're just gonna enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases
What the hell?
built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
No, I want to be a
Do
baby.
this. Let's just turn around and leave.
Somebody's
This feels
scared.
wrong. This feels like a trap.
Bro's scared.
But whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Bro's scared.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yes. Screw it. We're gonna take the center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere.
Somewhere where I don't want you to be.
You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else.
That would suck. Show me the princess.
Careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Bro, what?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward.
Looks like
to a destination long forgotten.
the drawings are getting less detailed. And now I'm...
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and
hell?
longing, pain and unfamiliarity. But at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
Yeah, to save her.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
And yet here you are. How strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
Yeah, I know you.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
I definitely know the cutie in the
She's
chains.
so blank. I have no idea who she is. Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take apart. If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
I'm tired of waiting for an answer.
I'm sorry?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
Yep.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them.
No.
If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I can choose all of them?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Oh my god. Keep clicking the wrong thing.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
I...
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Who's talking?
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do, all chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going.
I like this is...
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they
But-
already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? You would always start by stabbing her. Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine? Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Princess. You can call me Princess, if you'd like. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use
So
it?
these... Are these all her emotions? And then there's gonna be another one?
Names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy. Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
So we're not killing her. We're not killing her. She looks like she's ready to die. They just look like they don't care, these two.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
So I'm saving her. Looks like she's getting ready to murder me. I'm getting ready to murder her. And are these two me leaving her?
But this... We can't...
What the fuck? What the hell?
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Oh. It's like beating like a heartbeat.
What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
What the fuck?
How surprisingly sincere.
What the hell?
I didn't actually
Is
think
this
our
game?
actions had consequences.
No, they got consequences, bro. That's easy to know.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Tell me, brother.
Please.
Oh my god. She just. But you never know if she hears your reply. When everything is possible, nothing is. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
You know, I'm thinking about this.
There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that.
Damn it. Voice of the hero, but it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. I think.
Okay. If you say so.
Mmm.
We'll trust
God, gives me chills. Dude, I hate this. This is why I wish I had my mouse.
You're not messing with us, right?
What am I going to be now? Am I going to be the same? You approached the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. What have I grown? Muscles? An extra finger on that hand? And then it's going to be the awful noise, ain't it? Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. And I hate this. I'll go back to using the mouse button. I mean the keyboard. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Oh my god, this music keeps sending me chills down my spine.
Whenever you are ready,
I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Oh, a little bit of lag.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Uh-oh.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you. I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet
I need it
again.
again. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
The hero and the princess.
You're on
Bring
a
the
path
stranger to her.
in the woods, and at the end of that,
We're gonna hit save. We're gonna quit. I wanna quit. Alright, I was gonna do this all in one sitting, but my computer's lagging and I'm having some issues. And you can see my wallpaper. So we're gonna change that just because. But yeah. We've been recording, my computer's lagging, I'm having issues. Whoop-de-doo. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I thought it was an interesting game. I was gonna sit here and play it all in one sitting. But if getting to vessels takes an hour and 15 minutes, it's going to be probably 2.5 hours to get 4 vessels. And assuming I need more, it'll get even more. But I will be back with the second episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Slay the Princess, and I'll see you guys later.